that's cooking away there, I mean while the soap's setting, the green soap's setting, I've just swapped the containers over and I'm going to start to do Jennifer's, Jennifer's soap. So for Jennifer's soap I'm using the pomegranate from Grace Fruit. I'm using Emerald Shimmer from Micah Mama. I'm using Buttercup Yellow from Micah Mama. And I'm using Ocean Blue from Micah Mama. Now Jennifer wants her soap mostly cream, just natural, with a few swirls of the colours in there. So I'm just going to put about 150 grams into each of these containers. So you can see it's not a lot. I'm going to put a good teaspoonful of colour into each one. It looks gold that, but it does come out as a yellow. And that's the Ocean Blue. Just put a little bit more of that in because often I think Ocean Blues tend to come out pale. And then we're going to put just a drop of fragrance into each one. And then 30 mils of fragrance into the big container, which has got 1.4 kilos in there. The other way around. I'm just going to rinse my blender because it's covered in colour. So I'm just going to do an in the pot swirl for this. Sorry I haven't got any gloves on, I've actually run out of them. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. So, I don't know if you've been watching the Shane and Jeffree Star series. I think those two together are absolute genius. I prefer Jeffree to Shane. I think Jeffree looks, I mean, I'm not comparing their looks, I'm just talking about how just clever Jeffree is. He's just so on the ball, and he looks so unique. I don't know whether it's because he's not got any eyebrows. I literally hadn't heard of any of them before all the drama that happened earlier on in the year. It was in May, I think. I'd heard of Tati, and I'd maybe watched a couple of her videos because one of my favourite channels, the Tim Tracker, Jen, who is Tim's wife, she'd mentioned her, so I watched a couple of videos, but not many at all, so she really wasn't prevalent in my head. I think I'd heard of Jeffree and maybe I'd heard of Shane, but I'm not sure. Anyway, all that drama that went on, I think you'd have to be blind not to see any of it. And I've got my opinions about it. It just goes to show it doesn't matter which community you're in, whether you're in the soaping community, the beauty community, or even the Disney community, there is still drama goes on everywhere. So it doesn't matter what you do, and it's going to happen. But yeah, I think Jeffree, I love the way he does his makeup, better than any of the others. I'm not against James Charles because of what Tati said. In fact, I thought she was actually a bit naughty in her video by saying, please don't go and attack him, and then telling all these things in the next sentence that were bound to turn everybody against him. And that's exactly what happened. So she was a bit naughty there. You know, sometimes people can act really nice, but do things that to make you go and attack someone else. And I think that's bad. Anyway, just I think watching this, I preferred the last series to this one between Shane and Jeffree. This one seems a bit dragged out somehow, but it's amazing how it shows you the background of what goes into a massive brand like that. I mean, imagine being able to create your packaging in the way they do, and it looks really, really excellent quality as well. So ever since this all happened in May, I'd watched a few of James Charles' videos. I just couldn't take to him at all. A few of Tati's and a few of Jeffree's. And Jeffree, I just, some people they're just interesting when they're having a cup of coffee, don't you think? And I think he's one of them. Shane, I'm the biggest prude walking the planet, so I don't really like, what I don't like about him is all the sexual innuendos. I don't even like saying that word that he uses. I'm just not keen on that. And all the swearing, you know, whoever's channel it is, I'm just not keen. And I'm not saying I've never sworn in my life, I have. Yeah, I just think if you haven't watched it, it's absolutely fascinating. And Jeffrey's like so on the ball. He's like, his brain's going 10 times faster, and he's funny. He's naturally funny. He doesn't try. He might be trying to be funny, but seems to me he's just naturally funny. And so quick-witted. I like that. John is actually quick-witted. John, my husband. And I find that a quality, because I'm not really into comedians, no, you know, people that write jokes or tell jokes. I don't find that funny. I find things funny that just happen naturally. So yeah, but that's me, you know. I'm not a naturally comedy lover. I'm just not into that. So the green still hasn't set up. So let me know what you think. Who's your favourite? Do you watch any of them? Let me know in the comments below. And we'll be back in a minute as soon as that green has set. So we're at least 15 minutes in now, and the green still hasn't set up enough that I can pour soap onto. So I wondered, are you watching Love Island USA and Love Island Australia? We have Love Island in the UK, and it is so incredibly popular. It's sort of like one of those programs that's a guilty pleasure. And it's definitely in the UK, it's one of the top TV shows. People that go in there, they come out mega famous. So I wondered, does it have that effect in the USA and in Australia? Or is this the first one that's ever been? I don't know. Just we've got it on ITV Player. So we can watch the US and the Australian version. I don't know, it's just one of those programs. Once you start watching, you can't turn it off. Now I haven't much in here, but I feel like I want to go right down there again. I'm just frightened that I'm not going to have enough soap in here to do both sides, because I need to do this side and then down the other side. But actually I am going to have enough. Now, I don't know if I managed to get this in a video, because I did mention it in a video. Some viewers are kind enough to send me money through PayPal from time to time. And I just want to thank every one of those people. The latest being Tea Time Custom Prints. So I just want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for appreciating what I do. I'd love to be able to turn my YouTube channel into my primary income. But it's a lot harder than you think. Oh, come on, let's get 2 more. Yes, did it. So now we've got our balls in glitter. So I'm just going to pop those all the way down the centre, like so. I've run out of my really bright gold, so this is the sandy gold, which is lovely, but I usually put the really bright gold on here. I just can't believe I've used all that glitter, but when you dip in bath bombs in glitter, it does use an awful lot in one go. So there we are, that's the melon done. And we've got a nice swirl going on with this one here, which is the pomegranate. So I've got this kind of wave tip on here, and I'm just going to have a go and see if I can pipe some waves on this thing. I feel like I want to go down this way, but when it's cut it might not look as effective as if I go this way. But it's a bit of an awkward angle, so let's have a go, shall we? It's not working very well. It's one of those, I think it would be better piped after the soap's cut. So let's have another go. That's better. It just gets more awkward the further you get to this side, doesn't it? I'm just going to do that all the way down, then turn the loaf round. I mean, I've got a lot of soap in here, so I might be able to do another layer on top. Right, let's turn it round, see if I can. there's not much soap left in there, so I wonder if I just go over it straight like that, or do a couple of lumps in the centre. Well, let's try. Well, that'll do. Next time I'll definitely cut it and then pipe the soap on top. I think it will work much better. Right, so I don't think I'll put any glitter on because I'm not sure if she wants any. So I'm not going to. So that's our 2 loaves made up. Ready. It looks like green and blue, but it's actually just the natural base colour with the blue mica, the ocean blue mica. But in real life, as you're looking at it, it doesn't look as green as it does through the camera. Funny that, isn't it? Right, we'll be back to cut these.